I didn't start content creation with a master plan. I was documenting my life and my journey as a DJ. I didn't expect content creation to come with real opportunities. My content became my digital resume. Looking back 1 year ago, I didn't expect that my content could land me opportunities that I've been dreaming of. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Silvera Sessions. If you're new here, my name is DJ Silvera. I'm a DJ, content creator, entrepreneur, businesswoman. And if you're back from another episode, thank you so much for joining me again. It's so nice to see your lovely face. On this episode, we're going to be talking about something that is so important to me as a content creator, and I'm going to share with you 8 lessons that I've learned on my content creation journey that can help you grow as a content creator and boost your skills in no time. So let's get into this episode, grab your paper, and we're going to build out these 8 lessons together. So diving in straight away with lesson number 1, visibility creates opportunities. This is such a key thing when it comes to creating content. When it comes to being a creative, talent alone isn't enough, especially if no one can see you. You need to put out your work so people can see what you can offer. If you don't put out content or don't put out the service that you're able to provide, how is anyone going to know that you're the best of the best? From my journey, posting consistently has been able to make my name familiar and make me stand out as a creative and as a DJ. From posting consistently, promoters, venues, and brands are able to see my style and see what I can offer them as a whole. The second lesson that I'd like to highlight is that content builds trust quicker than conversation can build trust. Venues and clients do not just strictly book based off of skill. They book off of confidence and reliability. If you want to get booked, especially as a DJ, it's so important to show what you can offer. Can you offer good music selection? Do you have good engagement with the crowd or your audience on social media? What makes you stand out as a DJ that would be an asset to them as a party, as a venue, as a brand? What can you do differently than anyone else that is in the industry? From posting on social media, brands and promoters were able to trust my brand without even reaching out to me because they could see my digital resume on my social media and were able to say, hey, this girl can stand out because she can do this, and this differently than other people, or that I actually could provide them with the exact service that they're looking for. This in turn allows for less convincing and more alignment with those brands and with those promoters. So definitely make sure that you're being consistent with what you're putting out and showing everyone what you're actually able to offer. Lesson 3, make sure that you're documenting your journey rather than documenting the best of the best performances or things that you have. Because by showing your growth as an individual, as a creative, it can create so much more trust and reliability within you, your audience, and the people that you're trying to build those opportunities with and to work with. When it comes to myself as a creative, I wasn't just always posting and still don't just post my best content, my best videos that I have, my best performances. I show the raw versions of things that I'm doing on the day-to-day. Whether it's a set that didn't go the best, I'll still put out content from that set and show people that my journey doesn't always look perfect. The best DJs in the world or the best people in business aren't always showing the best side of things, and they shouldn't, because there's always things that happen in life that aren't perfect. Not everyone's life and journey is perfect. There's always areas that can be tweaked or touched on or learned. There's always lessons that you're learning on the day-to-day, and you should be, because that's the beauty of documenting your journey. You're going to be seeing yourself start from here and going to here, and there might be times where it's up and down, but at the end of the day, that's the beauty of growth and the beauty of your journey. Like I said, you always should be learning. Even last night, I was going through my old content and seeing what I was putting out when I first started documenting my DJ journey. And it's so incredible to see like how bad some of my videos were, and that I was like, what? Why did I put that out there? But I'm so glad I did, because now I can look back and be like, okay, I started from here, but now I see how I would do that differently, and I can tweak it now in this moment and reflect on it and be like, okay, maybe if I tried this, it could sound a little bit better. And I could do that now. I could polish and refine my skills based on what I was doing before. At the end of the day, I'm always learning. Even last night, I was practicing my DJ sets for this upcoming weekend, and I was trying new skills that I learn on the day-to-day. And it's so beautiful to see that I'm trying new things that I'm not completely comfortable with, but I'm willing to try them out, because that's part of growing as an individual. It's part of growing as a content creator, as a creative, as a DJ. And I want to be always offering something new to myself and to my audience to make myself stand out a little bit more, and to put me on a mark of, hey, she's more than just a female DJ. She's actually like an amazing DJ, and she's actually an amazing creative. And that's something that I want to put out there. I want to showcase that. Overall, authenticity made my journey relatable. People are able to see where I started from and where I am now, and the progress that I'm still making every day. Because if you just show the perfect side of things, people aren't able to engage as much or stay a part of the journey, because there's no ups or downs. If it's always perfect, people are like, that girl's already made it. Why do I need to see what else she can do, what else she can offer? If you're always showing the same thing or showing the perfectness of everything, you're not going to be able to gain that traction or audience or opportunities that you're looking for, because your life's always perfect. You got to show both sides of the story, because that's where people can relate to you more. Overall, authenticity made my journey very relatable, because everyone goes through ups and downs, and people aren't always perfect, like I said. So showing the rawness and the growth and the work that you're putting in day to day is such an important thing for your audience to be able to relate to you, because they're not perfect either. So you're both going through the same thing, the same journey. And especially say you're a DJ, people are in the spot that you used to be in. So show that, show what you've been through, so that they can see your journey and follow the same steps as you potentially. I myself did not grow the audience that I have now overnight. It did not happen. People think that it might have happened, that like, oh my gosh, how did you all of a sudden get 200 and something thousand followers on TikTok? Like, that's so crazy. And I tell them the truth. It's because I worked hard and I consistently posted every other day for over a year. Before I started gaining that traction, I was posting and nothing was really happening for about a year. And it was just like learning lessons and figuring out what works, what doesn't work. And then eventually it started to work. I wasn't posting consistently when my first year into creating content. I was just posting whenever I felt like it. I didn't think it was working out. So I went on like a hiatus for a few months where I wasn't even posting. And then all of a sudden a few videos were doing well. So I was like, okay, let me start posting consistently. And then I started posting literally every other day for over a year, and I'm still posting super consistently now to keep the audience engaged and to keep the audience growing. Growth itself comes from showing up for your audience, for yourself, posting consistently and staying visible. And staying visible means posting consistently. So you have to show up consistently to be able to gain that traction, gain those opportunities, because when you're consistent with things, it shows that you're showing up for yourself and that you can show up for these brands or show up for these venues and promoters or clients, anything like that. It all plays part in the cycle of a content creator. The overall opportunities that I've gained and the bookings that I've gotten has come from the momentum and the consistency that I put in, not from one singular post. I wouldn't be where I am if I just posted once on social media or once every month on social media. It's from hard work and consistently posting every other day, every day, however often. You got to put yourself out there and your face out there, so people can get annoyed of you. People are probably annoyed of me, but at the end of the day, they're annoyed about me. They know who I am as a person, so you got to just Keep putting yourself out there and keep pushing yourself out there. Lesson 5, your content speaks for you when you're not in the room. When it comes to me getting booked, oftentimes promoters will be looking at my content prior to even reaching out to me and booking me. This is such a crucial thing because that means I do not have to go out of my way and reach out to these promoters or reach out to clients because they're coming to me because they see my social media. That means I'm doing something right on social media, right? They already know my vibe. They already know my audience is there, and they see that I can offer them something that can bring more people to their party, promote their party, and overall show up for them. My content has represented me professionally, has shown that I am reliable, and has gained me opportunities that I'm super grateful for. Overall, your content can be looked at as a silent pitch deck where people are able to look at your content as a digital resume and see everything that you're able to offer. Once they are pleased and or really like what they see, they're going to reach out to you and see if you're available. Lesson 6 is also a big one, and I talked about this in my previous episode, that confidence grows through content creation. Like I said in the last episode, when I first started posting my social media videos, I started posting from my shoulders down. My face was not shown because I was nervous that people would judge me, I wasn't good enough, all of these things. But from posting my content, I then became comfortable with being seen and people knowing who I am as a person. I became more confident and comfortable in my growth journey to see where I started to where I am now. And it has allowed me to be super confident that I am able to show up for the events that I'm put on and show up for myself every single day. Overall, my confidence did not come before putting out content. It came from documenting my journey and putting myself in an uncomfortable position in uncharted territory that I've never been in before. And from being uncomfortable, I became more comfortable and more confident in the work that I'm putting out and the value that I have as a creator. Lesson 7. This one may hurt a little bit, but it's the truth. Not everyone is going to support you and support your journey. This can come in many different forms, but some friends or some family that you have may not support your journey. They may not show up for you, like your post, comment, or tell you how proud they are of you for putting out content consistently. This may look like, in a sense, that people from your outside circle, like strangers, will be liking your posts, reaching out to you, commenting, and supporting you in ways that you've never seen before from people in your circle. But don't let this discourage you because sometimes it's just the truth that support does not always come from a close proximity. Some people may not understand your journey or maybe even sadly envy your journey. They might think that you're doing something that's completely from left field and don't understand exactly what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you need to support yourself and trust in yourself that you're putting your work in for something that you're passionate about. Passion comes first, and being able to show up for yourself every day is so important. Together, we need to really focus on alignment rather than approval. Seeking approval from people all the time won't really get you very far. You need to be in alignment with yourself and aligned with the goal that you're trying to achieve. So keep pushing and keep striving to hit that goal rather than focusing on people being supportive of you that you really want to be supportive, because they might not be. But at the end of the day, once you reach that goal, they may be. But just focus on yourself and focus on the journey rather than focusing on that approval. And my last lesson, lesson number 8, content can turn into income. I believe that majority of people wants to post content to be able to gain some sort of extra income, become a content creator, become a full-time content creator, whatnot. From me posting my content on social media, I was able to gain bookings, opportunities, brand interest, gigs, everything like that from just posting my content. And from that, obviously, you can gain income from it, which is such a beautiful thing because, you know, the economy is tough. I live in Toronto where things are expensive. So at the end of the day, from gaining these opportunities and gaining this extra income is such a beautiful thing, because then you can kind of invest back into your passion that you're doing. From me posting my content and getting these opportunities, I'm able to invest back into my audience to be able to give them better content, where I can buy a new camera, for example, or new microphone, new lighting, new DJ controller, and be able to invest back into the community and invest back into my passion to be able to keep doing it. Because at the end of the day, it's expensive. So you want to be able to provide for yourself and provide for the passion that you're trying to document. Overall, I created these opportunities by just posting on my page. I didn't have to speak for myself. Brands just were able to reach out to me, or promoters were able to just reach out to me because they thought I would be able to be an asset to them and give them some sort of opportunities as well, because at the end of the day, we're both working together to build each other up. It's not just a one-sided relationship when it comes to promoters or to brands working together with you. It's about what can both of you gain from this partnership, and what can both of you gain from, say, me going to this specific party or event to DJ for you. What can we both gain, and how we can both put this now on our resume that, hey, I worked with DJ Silvera, or I worked with X brand, or I worked with X promoter, and how we can leverage it together. Because I'm all for building connections and growing together, because that's so important at the end of the day. If we both can offer each other something, we can grow together. Teamwork is so important. I believe teamwork is so important. So building those connections can make you super strong and super valuable. Overall, my first year of heavy content creation has taught me so many things. It taught me that visibility matters, consistency compounds, and that content creation opens doors so heavily. You do not need to be perfect to start documenting your journey. Document yourself now and see where you grow in a year, 2 years, 5 months, however long. Start documenting from now. And overall, you'll see your work speak for yourself and show people how you stand out as an individual and as a creator. I didn't just create content. I created access and opportunities, and you can do the same. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm sure there's some people out there that would love to hear these lessons. Comment below if you have any topics that you'd like me to touch on. I'm always here and happy to share my journey as a creator, as a business person, and as a DJ. So I look forward to see you on the next episode of Silvera Sessions, and have a good day. Bye.